Oracle CEO and billionaire Larry Ellison has just made a rather large investment or purchase. He's just bought the island of Lanai, which is the sixth largest island in Hawaii, for reportedly $500 million to $600 million. There were days and days of conjecture in the local Hawaii press. First of all, saying that there was going to be some kind of bidding war between Bill Gates and Larry Ellison for this island. The price has actually never been confirmed, but the local Maui News did some digging, and they're thinking it's around $500 million. And now 98% of the island belongs to the Oracle CEO.
It does, and actually, you know, looking at that $500 million number, if that is indeed the sales price or close to the sales price he got, this is arguably, according to my private island real estate sources, this is arguably the largest island purchase we've ever seen in the history of islands across the world. That being said, given the fact that it's about 141 miles that he's purchasing, that breaks down to, in square feet, that breaks down to about 15 cents per square foot. So in the world of billionaire real estate, having just seen an $88 million penthouse in New York City sell earlier this year for about $13,000 per square foot. In the world of billionaire real estate, this is actually a pretty good price for an island of Hawaii.
It's an insanely good deal. I was crunching some numbers too, and you know, when you look at a figure like $500 million for a piece of essentially real estate, you think that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But then you remember that Larry Ellison is the third richest person in the country, behind Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, the sixth in the world, and his net worth is $36 billion. So when you compare his net worth to, say, a family worth $1 million, spending $500 million on an island is the equivalent of buying, wait for it, a used Chevy Impala for $14,800.
Used Chevy.
I went online, I found used Chevy Impalas for $14,800, and that's basically what he's done. That's the equivalent for someone that wealthy. I mean, he's no stranger to buying shiny toys. This is his biggest investment. It's not just, I mean, I don't want to be flippant. He's buying this island as an investment. He plans to put money into it. He plans to boost tourism, which it badly needs. But I mean, he's also in the past, he's not been a stranger to buying extravagant, shall we say, purchases. He had a huge yacht which he sold to billionaire David Geffen a couple years ago, called the Rising Sun, which had a basketball court, jacuzzis, a movie theater, all the bells and whistles. He's a private jet collector. I mean, this is a guy who, he's got the money and he knows how to spend it.
And not only that, but he's a huge real estate collector. He's arguably got several $100 million, even before this, several $100 million tied up in different properties around the country, especially along the western coast of the United States. So this is not a particularly surprising thing that we're seeing Mr. Ellison be the one to come out and make a huge land grab, essentially, in Hawaii. I also think it's really interesting because this is an unprecedented deal in the sense that we've never arguably seen a deal this large for an island, and we've never actually seen an island in Hawaii come up for sale like this, which is kind of interesting. I also think it's interesting because there's actually several resorts on the island, but there's a population of about 3,200 people. So he's essentially going to be the lord of the island. He's like a modern day, he's a modern day lord for this island.
Let's not imply that there's going to be some sort of feudal Larry Ellison serfdom.
No.
But no, I know. I mean, I think they'll be pleased that he's going to be investing in the infrastructure there. And I mean, we're not talking about some little rocky outcrop. This is the sixth largest Hawaiian island, so this is a big deal. And he's actually just bought it off another billionaire, David Murdoch, who's 89 years old, who got rich via pineapples, actually. And it's no accident that Lanai is also known as Pineapple Isle. David Murdoch owns Dole Foods, you know, the little fruit cups. And he's older, he's 89, so I think he's grateful to have somebody like Larry Ellison come in and take this off his hands, knowing that he'll be a good steward to this island for future generations.
I'm really curious to see what he does with this property, because I've read numbers that from 2006 to 2010, this island's been losing about $20 to $30 million in revenues. So I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to change that, if he can change that, or if this is really just essentially a, you know, I guess a trophy purchase for him. I guess we'll have to see. We'll
have to see. I mean, he's been going there for years as a vacationer, and David Murdoch's still going to be going there, so it's not as if he's, you know, shunting him out of the scene completely. Yeah. But I think Larry Ellison knows that he's going to have to plow some money into this. He can't just sort of sit back and watch his investment.